Welcome to this edition of the UNA Week in Review presented by Lions HR. The Lion football team gets a big win over a rival, while the UNA soccer and volleyball teams split action in GSC play. Also, the men's and women's cross-country teams return to action. Find out more right after this.
What would you do with an extra 2 to 3 hours per day? Would it surprise you to know that the average small business owner spends more than 30% of his or her time on issues related to human resources? At Lions HR, we've helped hundreds of business owners lower their employment costs while giving them back the time they spend on such things as hiring and training the right employees, sourcing affordable employee benefit plans, providing the right workers' compensation insurance, developing effective workplace safety plans, and employee retention strategies. You can take back the 2 to 3 hours per day you're spending on all these things. Contact Lions HR and let us show you how.
UNA raced out to a 30-9 halftime lead before cruising to a 44-19 win over number 22 Valdosta State Saturday at Brawley Stadium. UNA forced 4 turnovers on the night to open GSC play with a victory. Quarterback Jacob Tucker accounted for 225 yards, including 108 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Terrence Humphrey added a pair of touchdowns for the Lions. A big defensive play broke open a close game in the second quarter. Equadrian Harris picked up a VSU fumble and raced 28 yards for the touchdown to give UNA a 20-6 lead. The Lions, now 1-1 on the year and 1-0 in GSC play, will travel to West Alabama next Saturday. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. in Livingston. The UNA soccer team opened GSC play on the road with a 1-1 showing. The Lions knocked off Shorter 2-0 on Wednesday before falling 1-0 to Lee over the weekend. Goals by Stacy Weber and Margarita Sosa gave UNA the win over the Hawks. Against Lee, the Lions surrendered a goal in the 87th minute to break a scoreless tie. UNA is now 2-4 on the season and 1-1 in conference play. North Alabama will host UAH Wednesday at 7 p.m. and West Alabama Sunday at 1 p.m. UNA volleyball split a pair of 5-set road matches. Shorter remained undefeated on the year with a 3-2 home win on Friday. The next day, Lee jumped out to a 2-0 lead before the Lions rallied for the 3-2 victory and improved to 10-1 on the season and 2-1 in GSC action. Natasha Fomina had 32 kills while Ashton Katovich had 46 digs. The Lions return home for the next 2 GSC matches, hosting Union Friday at 7 p.m. and Christian Brothers Saturday at 1. Men's and women's cross country each had solid showings in Memphis at the Rhodes College Invitational. The UNA men finished 6th, while the women finished 7th. Justin Watson turned in a time of 26:09.27 in the 8K course to lead the Lions. Emily Hudsmith led the UNA women for the second straight race, notching a time of 19:17.38 in the 5K race. UNA will compete at the UAH Invitational in Huntsville on October 1st. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the UNA Week in Review presented by Lions HR. I'm Shane Herman. Stay up to date with all of UNA athletics by going to www.roarlions.com.